What's up, guys? It is Monday, and of course, it is November 9th. Time is flying. Time is flying, okay? So, we're excited. We're excited. There's so many things happening. So, if you haven't noticed, check out the post. First of all, welcome to What's the 411. You know what it is. It's Monday. It's 8 o'clock. It is time to get into it. There's just so much going on. I'm very excited about all that we have happening right now. So make sure you guys check out the post. We are getting ready for the summit. It's coming up November 21st. You know it's going to be like on and popping. So we've got a bunch of wonderful different expertise coming to the table. Cannot wait until we hear all of the gems that are going to be dropped. But also, we are doing a little bit something different this time for this summit. We're going to do a little sneak peek into the summit. We're going to show you a couple of the commercials, infomercials, and then we're going to tell you what to expect on November 21st. So make sure if you are available on Friday, this Friday coming up, 7:30 p.m., just click the link in my bio and register for the event. Hop right in, and you know what I mean? It's going to be crazy. It's going to be exciting. So I'm inviting you guys all to make sure that you jump on, check it out. We're gonna go in. We are gonna go in and let you know what to expect for the summit. Okay, so of course, this is our second summit that we are hosting. Of course, it's brought to you by myself, 416 Love, and then I have, I've incorporated so much different things going on, and of course that this all could not be possible without Esther. So Esther is definitely my collaborative partner on this one, and she really was the one who, as I told you guys the last time, she kind of planted that seed in my ear, like, maybe you should try a summit. And here we are doing the second one, and we've decided that we're going to make this a seasonal thing, because it's backed by popular demand, and we can't wait to see what this fall edition has for A Seat at Our Table. And of course, A Seat at Our Table is basically just a call for everybody and anybody to participate. This is a live international virtual summit. Of course, we are hoping that at some point, when things get back to normal, that we're going to be able to, meet up in person. But this virtual summit gives us the opportunity to connect with people all over the world. And so we are excited to be able to have people from all the way on the other side of the world connect with our summit. So we're really, really excited about that. Tonight we are having one of our guests on the show so that we can speak to Mr. Nicholas. We can't wait till he pops on. It's gonna be amazing. His platform is just simply amazing. If you haven't checked it out, just make sure you head over to his Instagram, Nicholas Motivates. We are excited to have him here. I can't wait to hear his background story of how he got started, and this whole movement that he's on. Guys, it's something else. So you definitely, once you hear about it, you're gonna wanna jump in there and be like, yo, Nicholas, what's going on? Like, how did you get involved in this? How can we help? There's just so much questions that we are gonna have for Nicholas. So he's definitely going to be a part of our panel. And today we are excited to hear all about his journey, all about what he's doing. So yes, it is Monday, November 9th, as I mentioned, and it is a beautiful, November. It was snowing last week. Remember, I think I came on and I was talking about making sure everybody's bundling up and drinking ginger tea and getting themselves ready for, winter, because it was snowing last Sunday. And now here we are this week, and it's 22 degrees today. Tomorrow's supposed to be 22. The weekend was gorgeous, simply gorgeous. And yeah, this is not really November weather, but we're feeling it. We are accepting this. We appreciate you, November, for coming through like this. Everybody's out there in t-shirts and not shorts, although, I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there wearing shorts, because, it is Toronto and we do push it sometimes. But it's beautiful weather. It's beautiful weather. Everybody's outside trying to get in some of that sun, and that good, beautiful warmth, yeah, so we're excited. We're excited about the weather. It's supposed to be nice for the rest of the week. I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but it is supposed to be nice for the rest of the week. And then, of course, we know that this is the last couple of weeks. Like, I think there's about 5 or 6 more weeks left for 5 or 6 more weeks left of the year. Like 2020 is coming to a close, and of course, we've got two more 10-day 10-day challenges coming up. So tomorrow we are starting our 10-day challenge, and then next month we are going to be starting our 10-day challenge as well. So Mr. Nicholas is in the building, and we are going to help him because I cannot wait to hear about, his journey and everything, guys. Get excited because this is going to be definitely amazing. Hey, I can't see you. Oh, there you are.
Yeah,
How are you?
I'm fine.
You're good? I know it is. It's like what, 1 o'clock in the morning over there?
Yeah. It's
Oh my
pretty
God,
too early
guys.
right now.
Thank you so much for being here with us today. I know it's 8 o'clock over here, so we're all, we're still awake, but it's really, really, it's
Oh,
early morning times over there.
yeah. I it's kind of a privilege for me, and I appreciate it.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for joining
Yeah,
us.
yeah. My
So,
pleasure. Yeah. So
all right, well,
should I say good morning to you or good afternoon to you?
I don't know, whatever works. It's good evening, it's good afternoon, it's all that good stuff. Good day, I guess. Good day.
Yeah. Good day.
It's 1:07 a.m. in the UK. Well, good morning to you too. Yes. Okay, so you got to introduce yourself, tell everybody where you're from, and
Okay.
of course, where you are right now so everybody knows.
All right. Good day. Good day, everyone. My name is Nicholas. Yeah, Nicholas. I am from Nigeria. I'm from Nigeria. Basically Abuja in Nigeria. Yeah,
Okay. All
yeah,
right. And so, Nicholas, tell us what you do.
yeah. Formally, I'm a motivational speaker formally, and I do more of content writing over time.
Okay.
Yeah, over time, and virtually for a space of a year, we kind of picked up a project.
Okay.
Yeah, for the girl child, we basically right now advocate for the girl child, and with a campaign project, give out a part, save a girl child, and trusting God right now, we are kind of outpouring all of our concentration, motivation, energy, it out to on that project because it's kind of too complex. Man, trust
Mm-hmm.
me, like because over time we got to realize the menstrual hygiene management of every girl is actually something that gets so broad. It gets so broad as time goes by. You get to understand there are diverse and series of things to know. There are actually plenty of things to do, and there are also series of factors to be considered if you must make the project happen. And over time, actually, because basically when the campaign started, our target audience were actually built all around girls only.
Mm,
Yes, but over time, like because we start and we do series of outreaches, like we reach out to communities in rural communities actually. Now, when we actually reached out to them, now we actually got to realize right now that it shouldn't just only be the girls who should be considered because we later found out that mothers are way too ignorant of this factor.
mm,
Not just mothers, also we also found out right now that the female inmates also who are behind bars aren't disposed to good menstrual hygiene management.
Mm.
Yeah. So that actually led to the consideration of both mothers and the female inmates. And the female inmates, what we do is when we walk up or when we walk into any prison yard, we don't just only sensitize the female inmates. We also make the wardens understand something. In
Mm.
as much as a girl is convicted for a crime, now she does deserve a good medical checkup, like a good medical upkeep. Like our health status is actually of much necessity to our crime status.
Mm.
So you don't just get a female inmate to the cell and you kind of give up on her because you feel now she's done something so terrible and she doesn't deserve anything good. No,
Mm-hmm.
because most times you like it now it is really so disheartening and pathetic when you're giving out to stories of girls being innocent, like they're just unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are just unfortunate of a scenario and they are behind bars, and these things actually end up getting them so vulnerable to series of vaginal infections. And over time, though, through our researches, discoveries, we also got to understand that now the vagina is a very, very fragile, like is very fragile and is way, way too contentious. Now, if you get it vulnerable to mismanagement, you get given out to series of infections.
Mm.
Yeah, so these factors and more were actually what propagated and navigated the campaign to be on course.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a big project.
yeah, like man,
Really big project.
you can really, really not imagine how it has been. Man, trust me, it has really, really been too big because the communities in view right now are way, 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 way too much. And now we initially we kind of started with a community,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, in Kogi State in Nigeria. Yeah. Then
Okay.
when we reached out to the community, now the first outreach we had really gave rise to reasons why this campaign has come to stay.
Right.
Yeah, because vividly, I could remember we ran into a girl who kind of
Mm-hmm.
said through the insertion of her menstrual flow, she has never used the pad. Now you're going to ask her, okay, what do you use? Now, my dear, like they use wrappers, some use tissues, some use foam. They tear out their foam to use. Yes, and
Wow.
most of them use leaf. Yes, yeah, they use leaf. Now we go deep into the conversation and we ask them why has this been this way? Now some tell us they were brought up that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now we ask them how did it happen? They say now
Mm-hmm.
their mom kind of taught them that this is the best way to go all about keeping oneself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now we try to go deep. Now you won't
Mm-hmm.
believe we actually ran into a girl. She was really, really so into the fact that we are wrong, that we are trying to talk her into something weird and abstract.
Really?
Yes. Now how the ignorance was too deep, it was too gross.
Yeah.
Now, to such girl right now, she's going to need more and more sensitization.
Right.
Like a message is never comprehended by a listener until the listener is ready. So we need to keep talking, keep talking, keep talking until she's willing and ready to listen.
Right.
Yeah. And now there is way also another set of girls. Now they are giving out to the needful,
Right.
but financially they are handicapped.
Mm.
Yeah, you hear them, they'll tell you now we can't even feed, we can't even afford to feed well. Then why should we subscribe to getting a sanitary pad for as much as 350? Because
Yeah.
way here in Nigeria, a pad is sold for 350 naira, which could be $1.
Wow.
Yes, $1. Now they tell you, now why should I actually get a pad while I barely feed, why I barely eat well?
Mm.
That like they are way okay with using wrappers, using tissues, using leaves. Now we also run into a girl. She's always in the farm. Our family,
Mm-hmm.
yes, they are farmers, and they are always in the farm. And through our discoveries, now we also got to realize right now that most times for girls, your menstrual cramps could actually don't want to come this week,
Mm-hmm.
but due to the fact that you are giving out to stress, all right, now like they push and gush out so hard. And most girls also don't really, now let me shock you with this right now. Like most girls also don't really sexually get this virgin.
Mm.
Yes, some girls actually get that cycle of being this virgin, like that first flow of blood has been given out to stress. If you stress yourself way too much, like if you stretch, like if you kind of stress your vagina way too
Mm.
much, before you know, men, you see blood just coming out. Now, these girls in the farm, okay, like they work themselves way too hard to get what to sell out. And they be like, now when we are in the farm and it comes, now men, we just reach out to the nearest leaf. So you can really imagine.
Yeah.
Like you can really imagine, and that is why you run into girls now. We like, and one of the things we tend to achieve is we actually tend to cut the bridge gap between the opposite gender. We want some menstrual hygiene management should be something a guy can freely sit and talk about. A girl should be open-minded to want to talk to a guy about how she feels.
Mm-hmm.
You get it? Yes. Because we also run into a girl, because as time went by, right now we have as about 24 communities in view.
Okay.
Yes. Now we ran into a girl who was like, now right now she has a baby. Yeah. She
Mm-hmm.
has a baby out of wedlock.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, she got into dating the supposed guy who left her right now with a baby, as regards she wanting to get a pad. She was way that too broke that she needed to open up to this guy to get a pad. And for this guy to help her into getting a pad, they needed to get intimate.
Mm.
Yes. You get it now. Like because like what actually kind of orchestrated this campaign was, if condoms should be given for free,
Ah. Okay.
pads also should be given for free. Why? Because sex is a choice.
Mm-hmm.
But a monthly menstrual flow is an inevitable factor that can be altered.
100%, yeah.
Like these things are gonna keep coming. At
Mm-hmm.
first, like as far as your lady, as far as your normal, like your monthly menstrual flow should be your pride. It should be something every girl out there, every mother out there should be proud to say, yes, my stuff come by. Every month, yes, I see my menstrual flow. Why, man? Because this is a validation to prove to the fact that I am normal. I am
Mm-hmm.
sound. I am healthy. Because some girls out there cry out so loud to see this stuff. Some girls out there have to pay millions of dollars. You get it? Just to make
Mm-hmm.
sure their menstrual cramps like just flow out. So if as a girl, if as a lady, you're privileged, come on. I actually think it should be pride for you to celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
Wow.
yeah, and like as I said since inception of this section, the project is way too complex. Now,
Right.
and we also uses our platform to urge the opposite gender, that is the guys, the husbands, the men, please, we should try as much as we can not to subject these girls to timidity. We shouldn't laugh at them. We shouldn't make them feel odd.
Mm-hmm.
We shouldn't make them feel irritated
Mm-hmm.
because we went to a school and you see girls kind of say, no, like my menstrual flow has really brought me shame. My classmates laugh at me. You get it? Whenever I'm on my menstrual cramps, my friends feel I am unclean. I'm not holy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and to Muslims, you see Muslims. All right, now I'm not trying to be religiously biased right here, right now, man. Like, but you see Muslims who tell you now when a girl is on a menstrual cramps, she can't pray, she can't offer a prayer, meaning at like as of that space of time, she's unclean.
Mm-hmm.
So that mentality, I feel is ill. Because right now, we kind of pass this message across right now to the larger society.
Right.
Now, we make them feel, now, when a girl is on a menstrual cramp, she's unclean.
Mm-hmm.
So, meaning there are limits to what she can do.
Right.
So, that is to say, indirectly right now, we are actually crippling this potential ego of every girl whenever she's on a menstrual cramp.
Right.
So like we are trying to make the world understand. Now when a girl is seeing a mistress, she can do this, she can do that. She should be kept off this. She should be kept off that. So what we also tend to achieve is a girl and a guy should be able to sit. A girl should be able to open-mindedly tell a guy, now I'm on my menstrual cramps, like I feel this, I feel pain.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? I don't know
Right.
if you get it.
Of course, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and now if you're a couple, if you're a couple like as an husband, as a father, it is your obligation to look out for the menstrual care of your wife, of your girls.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you go out there to get whatever you get for family, buy them pads.
Mm-hmm.
Buy them pads. Now some girls tell us now they don't use pads, they use tampons.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. Why? They be like it's pads kind of inch them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but these girls also tell you now the fact that tampons work for me doesn't mean it will work for you.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, because our skins varies. Because these
Mm-hmm.
things are chemically oriented.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm going to use a pad, sorry, if I'm going to use a tampon, and it's okay with me, because now in a long scale of 1 to 10,
Mm-hmm.
just 1.5% of girls uses tampons comfortably. The other
Okay.
persons use tampons and it's kind of inch them. They've got side effects and all of that. And for a real check, now some girls might be like, now why should I actually use pads? Like why? As a guy, actually, some girls might not know, but you run into a girl where you make out with a girl. Do you actually know some guys make out with a girl and and that actually happens to be one of the worst days of their life? I'm sorry though. Why? Because men like 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 the odor that just comes out is really really so unbearable.
Oh, wow.
Yes, the odor is so unbearable, and way little into wanting to get intimate with your partner, with your spouse, with whosoever it is. Okay, you like the girl gets so wet, you go so wet to an extent that like you smell so profusely. These things are actually what bad menstrual hygiene actually brings to a girl.
Mm.
You see a girl publicly, she's always inching, she's always scratching her private part.
Wow.
Yes, you get it.
So, like, this is must be a like a hard topic to go into these communities and talk to. Even, okay, so you're talking to young girls, but what about the older women, like the mothers and the aunties and, the elders who were probably raised that way? How do you guys get the message across to them?
Yeah, what we do is because down here in Nigeria, we are actually bettered into tribes,
Mm,
into different tongues, different mother tongues. A part of Nigeria speak Igbo, a part speak Hausa, a part speak Yoruba.
okay,
Now, and in this state also, they are also divided also into languages also.
okay,
Now, in Kogi there, a part in Kogi speak Igala, a part also in Kogi speak Igbira. So what we'll do right now is if we are to launch out, because most of these communities, they are countrysides of the country
okay.
where there are basically no like nothing good happening there. They don't have
Mm,
lights, they don't have water. You get it? They're not even disposed to good conveniences. So whenever we are going, we get someone to interpret the message in the dialect. First thing first.
that's it. Okay.
Secondly, the old mothers, you will always stand to fight them. They always oppose the message. They tell you this has been what we have been using. We have been using vapors. Now we have been good with it. We gave birth to it. So why come right now to our community and I want to talk our girls into subscribing into something irrational? To them is irrational.
Mm,
Most of them tell us, instead of you share pads, why not just share money? We can't feed, you're giving us pads. So that mentality is too deep. It's way, way too deep. But over time, now we ran into a grandma. We kind of asked her, okay, now, Mama, now tell us, how has it been with you? Like, how have you managed your menstrual cramps over time before now, before crossing your menopause? She was like, she has a rapper. She has this wrapper. She washed them and she puts them under a foam. Whenever it comes, now she use one. When the flow is heavy, she wash and she put under the foam. She change. Medically, as a girl, medically, washing your panties and not sun drying them is wrong. Because most girls wash their panties and they dry them in the bathroom. It's very wrong. Your pants kind of need that sun ray, like there are many plenty things sun actually does that we actually don't actually get to know.
Mm-hmm.
When you sun dry your panties, it also kind of kill some bacteria you don't even get to know about.
Mm-hmm.
Now we also tell them, now, Mama, this wrapper you kind of use and we wash. Do you buy them new? They were like, no. These are wrappers they use to farm. You get it. Now you get to use the wrapper to go to the farm. You sweat on this wrapper. You clean your face with the wrapper, and the next thing you're using this wrapper to create something as an attraction with a sensitive part of your body. Now, a quick one. The reason why a girl can use a public convenience for just one time, and that one time is enough for her to be vulnerable to an infection. Now, but you see a guy tends to use that particular public convenience for more than 2, 3, 4 times, but nothing happens. But a girl uses it just once and she has got infection. This is just a validation to prove to the fact that your vagina is way, 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 way too easily vulnerable to infections. Easily vulnerable. Easily vulnerable. Like, so this part of the girl, this part of mothers should be treated with optimal care. Optimal care. Over time also, we also get because over time, what we do over time is once in a while, we get given out to PDFs, myself, my team. We train them, we learn. Because if you're not giving out to something contentious, you can pass a good message to the larger mass of the society.
Right.
We also get to know that washing the vagina with a soap is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
All you need is just water. All you need is just water. And most girls also get given out to infections. Why? Because they create contact with the vagina with unnecessary things. You don't cream your vagina. No.
Mm-hmm.
You don't cream your vagina. You don't soap your vagina. Some girls now use lemon. Yes. Yeah, in Nigeria, you see some girls they want the vagina to get tight. Yes, yes. They want this first time experience. Yeah, you know when because of one very good, like, man, it is what it is. One very good thing about guys, about the men is now you kind of feel good when you get intimate with a girl who is tight. You feel like trying to force your way into her, kind of make the whole intimate so enjoyable. So what girls do, because it works for them. They use lemon, yes. They use lemon. They use lemon to actually wash the vagina. And when they do that, as probably for 5 hours, 2 hours, it gets very tight.
Mm.
It gets very tight. But the bad news is this is like it is just a temporal satisfaction and a long term dissatisfaction.
Mm.
Because over time, that very girl over time get given out to series of contagious vaginal infection. Yes.
Wow.
Yes, you see some girls, their flow will so blow your mind.
Mm.
Yeah, like their flow will really, really so blow your mind. Some girls are like we ran into a girl in a community, and she was like yes, and she was like a pad, like 7 pads isn't enough for her. Like 7 pads, like that her flow is way that's so heavy
Wow.
that yes, that she has got to keep changing because like she was like because now one thing about these girls right now in this part of the world is they strive hard to make a living.
Mm.
They get into hard labors to make a living. Most of them get to
Right.
farm, most of them get to hawk, and when they do those things right now, they are actually contradicting their muscles that pump this blood. So it's not like you are seated somewhere resting. Like you are engaging your sense organs to pump blood. Like your capillaries are moving, your entrails are moving to pump bloods, to pump bloods, to pump bloods. And that's why the flow gets so like it gets so quick, gets so heavy. And
Mm.
one very good thing is some girls, do you know, like most of those girls right now, trying to manage pads. They use just one pad the whole full day. A whole full day. Like, yes, a whole full day. Like, they take their baths and they still just put in the pints with the same pad before taking the bath. Like, you clean up your body and you ended up still. Oh my God. See, honestly, this can pay like over time. One of the motivation why we keep doing what we do over time is because we be like, if we give up on this, like 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 where is the hope for these girls going to come from?
Yeah.
Because we see these things already. We see it already, and like oh my God, a big number of girls out there are vulnerable.
Wow.
Yeah, a big number of girls out there are vulnerable. Yeah, we had an experience in a school. We actually went to a school in the rural community.
Mm-hmm.
What we do is when we go to the schools, we go straight first to the head of the teachers. We crave for an atmosphere to talk to them. Thereafter, we give them pads. Now, after the talking section, we gave pads. A particular girl says, you know what she says? She was like, no, sir, I don't need this. I don't need this pad. No, two girls actually. So we kind of kept them somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So when we were done, now I myself, I was cross-examining them. Why? Why? Like, tell me, what was it? A girl told me right now that, now, firstly, if I take this pad right now, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to trash it. I was like, really? She was like, yes. Okay, why? Why? Tell me why. Like, number one, she don't even know how to use this pad. She don't know how a pad is being used. Secondly, even if she knows how this pad is being used, She really can't, like, she can't even afford to risk the fact that she used this pad and she doesn't even know how to dispose the pad. That she has seen friends of ours whom has been laughed on. Why? Because she gets to dispose a used pad. The other girl said in her community, okay, that no, that she's scared of being given out to ritualists who are going to end up using her blood for ritual.
Wow.
Yes, that it is better for her to use wrappers, use clothes, use foams that she can wash in her closet. Because if she disposes this part, she don't know who is going to end up picking it up and using it for ritual. So the ignorance is broad, is gross.
That's definitely scary.
Yeah,
That's very, very scary.
yeah. We like presently we are planning uh, 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 a one-day seminar for the 30th of December.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and just today, I was talking with Alima. First of all, a quick one actually, a quick one actually. I want to use this platform to celebrate, venerate Alima. Like she she
Oh,
yeah, she has really really been a motivation. Like she has been a push. Like Alima has been, she has been a messiah. Trust me.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know her from Adam. Yes, I actually met Alima through the Instagram space,
Yeah,
and we are way too divided by location. She's in Canada, and I'm here in Nigeria. And regardless, Alima has been awesome. She has been legendary. She has been helpful. She has been impactful. Alima has been a mentor. The way she
yeah.
talked to me most times, okay, most times the pressure gets way too big, and I'd be like, man, Alima, I can't do this no more. She's like, no, Nicholas, you've got to stop that. I've told you. I've, I've told you, you don't use I can't. I don't like that. Like she yeah, like one of the things she do for me is she uh she she helped me through this work of a mentality shift, like a mindset
Yeah,
shift. Yes.
yeah,
Yes, she kind of make me always understand I can do it.
yeah,
I
yeah.
can do it. Yes, I can do it. And Alima has really been helpful. So I got on the phone with her today, and we are planning on how to make the upcoming seminar a live broadcast.
Great.
Yes, we want to make it a section where anyone can join online, because by
Right.
God's grace, we actually have a large audience.
Yeah.
The last seminar we had, as about last 2 months ago, we almost have almost randomly almost 5,000 girls mothers in attendance. I
Wow.
bet you, my dear. I
That's
bet you.
great.
I bet you. And most of the outreaches we do, you will get so shocking that we are the one who go handicapped of powers to share.
Really.
You see girls in numbers coming. You see mothers coming. They need pads. I
That's like,
yeah, like they need pads. And we kind of met one of the vendors who produce pads here in Nigeria, in Abuja. I think last week there were about, or last 2 weeks. Like, yeah, we actually met them. Now I don't know who is hearing this actually now, but I need to say this. Always is a disappointment.
always pads?
Always pads in Nigeria is a disappointment.
Really?
Yes. because one of the things over time we have got given out to, which is so disheartening and so pathetic, is you see platforms who actually advocate end period poverty.
Right.
They preach it, but they don't practice what they preach.
Right.
They make the public understand we drive this, but trust me, they drive nothing.
Mhm.
They drive nothing. We reached out to Always Pads in Nigeria, and do you know the best Always Pad could actually tell us was they don't have any platform that could want to support a campaign like this.
Really?
Yes, I have a chat with them. At the point we told them, okay, because the proposal that we go with is, because we have shirts, we have flyers, doing our outreaches, we do all manner of commercial campaign ADs. So
Okay.
if you want to partner with us, we can officially rebrand all our strategies, our media strategies,
Right.
to your product. You get it? I think I will. Let me just show you something. Let me just show you something.
Okay.
Like this is our shirts.
Okay.
Yeah, and as you can see, I'm coming. Sorry.
That's okay.
Now this is our shirts. As you can see now, this is a pad. This is a pad. It is called Angel's Pad.
Okay.
Yes, Angel's Pad. Now the reason why we use angels for this, like you can see now, like right now, this angels and a pad called moped are
Mm.
actually what we use for all our advertisement, media advertisements. Now,
Right.
the reason is once in a while, Angels supported us then with about almost 30 cartons of pads.
Wow.
Yes, 30 cartons. Yeah, so that was why we actually subscribed into making them a brand.
Right.
Yes, and because now we also found out that in the seminar, actually, Cotex pad, we also got a support from Cotex pad for the seminar. And
Mm.
you see girls saying, wow, like, does pad like this actually exist? So one of the things we do for these companies is we sell your products out.
Yeah.
Because whether you like it or not every girl out there will be able to afford to get a pad. Sorry,
Right.
will be a benefactor to what we do.
Right.
So, and I strongly so much believe in network.
Right.
I believe if a girl uses a pad today and a friend of ours says this pad, okay, now and a friend of ours actually tell a friend, wow, this pad is nice. This pad is really really nice. It actually soaks heavy, because one of the factors used to define a good pad is how good how good does this pad soak?
Mm-hmm.
Can this pad soak well? Like
Mm-hmm.
can this pad carry you through the space of 5 hours, six
Mm-hmm.
hours? Because we tell girls, please don't use just a pad for a day.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever you're on a menstrual flow, please take your bath 3 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
Please bathe 3 times a day. And whenever you
Mm-hmm.
bathe, change your pad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Whenever you bathe, change your pad. And in these communities, For most of them who are actually knowledgeable about a pad, you see them using a pad, just a pad for a full day.
Mm-hmm.
And we tell them this thing has soaked now it is not just a blood, it is now an unwanted tissue.
Mm-hmm.
It's now an unwanted tissue. Now you get to wash yourself, and you also still get to also still put that unwanted tissue to a very fragile part of your body, a very sensitive part of your body.
Yeah.
So please, that's why we most time we tell them, please change your pad as much as you can. If you notice your pad is heavy, change.
Mm-hmm.
Most times you don't need to want to like take your bait to change your pad. No.
Mm-hmm.
And please, if you're also a girl and you know you subscribe to ad labor,
Mm-hmm.
please make sure you get a proximity of a pad to you. If you're going to work, if you know you're going to you're going to be at work throughout 8 straight 8 hours, please,
Mm-hmm.
when going to work, go with that extra pad.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have seen scenarios where you see girls soaked and they get embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, most of
For
them
sure.
put on, yeah, most of them put on a skate, and the next thing, and like this thing is really so sensitive. It is actually something you can hide.
No.
When it messes it up, like the public gets to know, it shows.
Right.
So please, when going out, always try to go out with an extra pad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Whew. That's like, we're out here in Canada. I'm listening to you speak about this movement, and then, you just realize the type of privilege we have over here as well, to be able to just go to any store, pick up pads, and just, be taught growing up, to use a pad as a female, but when it comes to the conversation around your period, I'm having this conversation with you as a male, and I'm just like, wow, you're quite knowledgeable about the whole process.
yeah,
And it's not really something, especially in our community as Black people, we don't really talk to the males about our periods. You know what I mean? That's not a
yeah,
conversation that we really have. So,
yeah,
I can imagine out there that it's the exact same thing.
yeah.
Hearing this type of conversation from a man is probably like, how does this
It's
guy know
weird.
so much? Yeah,
Yeah,
how does he know so much about,
yeah,
the
yeah,
whole flow and everything? But it's definitely a necessary conversation to be having.
yeah,
And the more you normalize it, the more people will realize this is something that happens every single month to every single female, pretty well across the board, and it's nothing to be ashamed or embarrassed about. So
yeah,
it's definitely, you guys are doing some awesome work.
yeah.
Um,
Thank you.
definitely, definitely doing some awesome work.
Yeah, thank you.
And I
Now
have to say,
okay.
sorry, go ahead. No, it's
Now
okay, go ahead.
yeah, I actually saw something. Someone kind of asking why like that, why they
Yeah,
don't know. Now,
yeah.
I'm gonna run a quick answer to that. And before I do that, I want to use this platform to urge every male out there, if you're giving out to this life right now, uh, before I actually go further, I want to appreciate everyone right now who's actually taking out his or her time to want to be on this life. Okay, now you are virtually right now uh our potential voice. You are
Hmm.
actually our potential network, and we tell people if we actually want to change, that change is going to start with us. And we are so lucky right now to be giving out to a digital world where
Yeah.
where we really have to stress little about things to make news all about them. So
Mm-hmm.
right now, I think from now, if we can be able to want to tell girls, want to tell mothers, once in a while visit female inmates, because we are trusting God, because right now we are exhausted. We are exhausted, and we got a call from a prison yard. I think that was last 3 days ago. Yes, and they were like they need pads. So we are trying to work on something to pay them a visit soonest.
Okay.
Okay. So what I was about to say right now is, please, there should be this chain. There should be this chain of bond between the opposite gender. If you're a husband, once in a while, take your time. In fact, it is your responsibility to know when your wife sees a menstrual flow. The best gift to give to give to a girl is the sanitary pad. I think last Valentine period, I think a guy who is courting a girl got a crush, a gift of a sanitary pad.
Mm-hmm.
So most guys really don't get to know the efficacy of this pads. You can gift girls sanitary pads.
Yeah.
I know of a couple who are happily married today. Why? Because the guy lended out an helping hand to the girl in need of a pad when she really, really needed it.
Mm.
Like, a sanitary pad is is really a priceless gift. You don't know how it feels until you get given out to girls who cry to get accessible to this pad and they can't.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them in these communities, they don't even have vendors who sell them. Don't
Really?
need. Oh my God, 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 God. People are suffering. Like, girls are suffering. I swear, girls are suffering. We went to a community. It's called Ibaji. Oh God, there are no vendors that sell pads there. Ah, God, ah. There's no vendor that sell pads. Automatically, almost every girl in that community uses wrapper or uses leaf, uses foam. Some people use paper. They fold papers. They fold papers. Oh God. And see, do you actually know, like, we feel like we are even doing little because the percentage of vulnerable girls is much. Is much. Even even most girls in the city are also victims. Even girls in the city are victims. They use a pad this month. Next month they can't use a pad. Most of these girls buy pads in pieces. They don't buy in cartons. Just few girls who are actually bettered into these aristocratic backgrounds are actually girls that buy pads in cartons. So one of the campaign goals is we want to make this pad easily accessible. We want a sanitary pad to be something a girl walks into a vendor and she picks freely. So we actually raised up a GoFund account, which, yeah, you are actually aware of, and
Yeah.
the goal of that GoFund is to get at least 3 sanitary pad machine.
Okay.
Yes, and what we tend to achieve with this is We really, really want to make these vendors who sell these pads understand they are being inhuman.
Mm-hmm.
They have really been too inhuman. Do you know, like, it is actually weird to monetize things that add great value to lives.
Yeah.
You're making people understand, like, you've got to pay this too big to live. Why will you do that? Are you God? If God is giving you life, if God is giving you like air to breathe despite our unfaithfulness, then why will you actually stoop so too wicked to want to monetize products? So, like, I don't understand. Here in Nigeria, you buy the cheapest part for 350. 350 naira. You don't bargain the price. It is fixed. They sell some for 750. They sell some for 1,500 naira. Just one. Why will you do that? It's so wicked. Like it is so inhuman.
Is it a like are they getting them at that price? Like is it because they're so expensive to purchase that they're reselling them for so expensive or what's
No,
the,
they get this machine. They get the machine. What they do right now is they just manufacture. They manufacture the pads. So why will you do that? I understand every business is out for the profit,
right.
but when the profit is actually overriding
Yeah.
creating value, it is questionable.
Yeah.
You shouldn't want to just override creating value to just getting the money. It is wrong. We are women. We should we should look out for each other.
For sure.
That's how we breathe. I actually tell people, if you really, really know you can clap your hand with just a hand, and you really know you need the other hand to complement the other hand to make a clap. The same way we need each other to be able to survive. And one of these, because right now we, like, myself and my team, we actually had a critical look on the possible way to cripple the egos of these vendors. And the only way we can do that is when we subject their product to low attention. They will be forced to beat down the price. Because in economies, actually, if a demand for a product diminishes, the price also diminishes.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
so the goal is we need a machine where we produce these pads. Now, when we get this machine now, we are going to train the whole team. We're going to get an expert to train the team on how to use this machine. Then we make mass productions of pads.
Right.
We like and over time actually, uh most persons ask me, Nicholas, what's your dividends for this campaign?
Mm-hmm.
What do you stand to gain? And of a truth, of a truth, I don't know. I don't think the only thing I think we gain is the fulfillment of seeing girls live their life happily, healthy, void complication, void contradiction.
Right.
Because so many reasons why a girl grows up to get married and she can give birth over time. Now, girls, do we even ask ourselves how fibroid grows?
Yeah. That's a
because
big issue in the Black community. A lot of Black females suffer from
so
fibroid.
far, yeah.
Mhm.
Now, fibroid is actually, in fact, fibroid increases by the year calendar.
Mhm.
The rise of fibroid gets so high. And do you know fibroid grows in phases, in stages?
Mhm.
I've got the stage one, the stage two, first phase, second phase, third phase fibroid. Now, a fibroid gets to a point where you can't be operated on.
Yeah,
Like it blows and it clouds your ovaries that you can't give birth anymore. You can't take in anymore.
right.
Fibroids actually, like these things are like fibroids actually they are unwanted contagious, like should I call them, yes, unwanted waste that actually accumulate. They accumulate to form something within you that actually don't give in or give space for a sperm to pass through the ovary.
Mm.
Like they kind of serve as a block
Yeah, yeah.
to why a sperm can't get accessible to the right channel where it can hatch an egg.
Hmm.
Now, this is actually happen as a result of mismanagement, bad menstrual hygiene management. Ella,
It's a lot.
like for real, a lot to say. Now, I think I should just answer that question. Why don't they know? Uh, I'm going to answer that by saying, um, it is true knowledge is power.
Right.
What if we say a knowledge that is disposable is power?
Mm.
What about a knowledge that is in existence and is not felt?
Right.
Meaning, the whole world is actually giving out to the fact that we all know it is actually hygiene for a girl to use a pad.
Hmm.
What about the larger society that don't even know that a pad exists? Because so many girls don't even know a pad exists.
Right.
So many of them, so many. And you're going to ask me why? Because their mothers grew up with that mentality.
Yeah.
Their grandmothers grew up with that mentality. This community need light.
That's yeah.
They
Yeah,
need
because if you
light.
don't know, you don't know, right?
Yes.
Only when somebody comes to bring that information to you are
Yeah.
you aware of the knowledge now. And
Yeah.
then at that point, it's also not easy for these women who have been
To
doing this
accommodate it. Yeah.
for generations to all of a sudden just say, okay, let's change
Yes,
this now,
exactly.
right?
Yeah. And
Wow.
and and the reason why we made our outreach monthly,
Hmm.
because we reach out every month. But most times in the month we get financially bankrupt that we can't, like over time for the month of October, sorry, for the month of September, we are actually yet to reach out because a lot of demands actually came in, and we are actually yet to gather up the needful for the reach out. Now, the reason why we make it monthly is because this is an early stage.
Mm.
And these girls need, like, they need a dogged sensitization.
Right.
The easiest way to convince a mind to subscribe, like if I'm a marketer
Mm-hmm.
and I want to market a product to you right now, the best way I can actually market what I want you to subscribe into right now is making good use of my words.
Mm-hmm.
I'll need to talk you into the reason why this product is needful. And most times, all right, you might not be satisfied with just a section. And that is why marketers go as much as getting contacts, getting your social platforms. They send you emails, they send you text messages, they try to reach out to you to feed you with informations.
Right.
At the same vein, at the same verge, these girls, these mothers need deep sensitization. They don't know because they were unfortunate to be given out to a community where that light is not invoked.
Right.
What you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah.
We sit in our closet and we too much conclude on the fact that people should know things we feel. Now, do you actually know some persons be like, they should know? And I ask them, why should they know?
Right.
Are you teaching them? Or have you actually sent a doctor to them to talk them into their menstrual hygiene management?
Mm-hmm.
So what, like, one of the bad things I think we should avoid as women is we should be quick to judgment. We should be quick to judge.
Mm-hmm.
And please, whenever there's a need to assist a girl on her menstrual cramps, please let's do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because so many girls are suffering as a result of bad menstrual hygiene management.
And you guys are doing an awesome job. I mean, you're getting the word out there, you're campaigning, you said you do this monthly outreach to these young females and then of course the elderly females in the community as well. So that's it's great. It's a great program that you're doing. But tell everybody about your how to get in touch with you if they want to donate anything, and then also let everybody know about your GoFundMe as well and how to support that.
Okay. Um before I say anything on that, uh last month
Hmm.
we visited a prison last month. No, last 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we have the pictures on our platform. And we actually met a female inmate.
Okay.
And she was like, 2 months before that day,
Hmm.
a girl almost died behind bars. And
What was the reason?
yeah, we kind of asked her why.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, she was actually seeing her menstrual cramps. And they hardly beat. Most times they beat once. Yeah, like it is really, really so bad how our prisons here in Nigeria could actually really be so horrible.
Mm.
They keep you behind bars. Most times you get to take your bath once in a day. Most times once in 2 days. And over time also, we got to realize every girl reacts as given to her body chemistry.
Mm.
The fact that you as a girl, you can put up to not taking your bath when you're your menstrual cramps or on your menstrual flow doesn't mean the other girl can also put up that same energy.
Hmm.
Or the fact that you can actually use a wrapper for your menstrual cycle doesn't mean the other girl also can or should have that energy to want to also subscribe to that channel.
Right.
So, like there wasn't a comprehensive reason why she kind of slammed actually though, but the girl was kind of telling us that they actually suffer in the prison. That most times they get just a pad for almost 4 months, and it is left 4 months, and it is left for you to know how well and how good you manage what you get. And do you know how they get this part? People come to give. The government don't care about them. And I need to say this. The fact that a girl is convicted doesn't mean her life is over. A fact that a girl is put behind bars doesn't mean she doesn't deserve anything good. A fact that a girl was actually convicted for a crime doesn't also mean she don't deserve any form of womanly care or love. At least for the fact that God hasn't condemned us despite our shortcomings. Because trust me, we aren't righteous. We are unfaithful. Then why should we give up on the same women's like us? Why? Because of their bad character, their bad attitude, and all of that. Now, before we left that prison, we told the warders, because I grew so angry.
Mm-hmm.
I grew so angry, and I was like, why would they do that? That every prison should keep a track record of every girl's medical status. That if a girl walks into a prison yard, before she's been thrown into a cell, she should be given that. In fact, she should have a template of her menstrual cramps. You should ask her, are you seeing your menstrual flow? When do you expect to see it? You keep record. You should know when to attend to a girl. You should know when to open up the cell for her to take a bath. If normally,
You know what? I think
yeah,
also too, in general, across the entire world, talking about your period as a female is a taboo topic. So across the board, people don't talk about it.
yeah,
Like we see the commercials, we see stuff, but like even when you're in elementary schools and stuff like that, it's a topic that people just don't talk about. You know what I mean? They're
yeah,
starting to talk a little bit more about it because of, things, people coming to the schools and talking about,
yeah,
period poverty and ending
yeah,
period poverty and stuff like that. But even everywhere, I think it's across the entire world. Nobody really talks about that stuff. Nobody talks about it. So it's even worse in a community such as yourself going out there where people don't know about the pads,
yeah,
where people are using leaves, and I just can't imagine, how difficult it must be for these females to talk about it, because even here where we normalize pads are on TV, we have commercials for them, you can go into any store and buy them, it's still not even a normalized conversation. So I could only imagine going to a community where you are and how difficult it must be to speak to these girls, to go into a prison and speak to the warden about giving these girls the right to have a pad on a monthly
yeah,
basis and not just one pad. Like you need
yeah,
more than one. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah. And one very good thing also about that is and we actually got to realize the prison yards prison yards as like 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 there should be an emergency for a bill to be passed, because do you know do you know a percentage of girls who go behind bars through prison yards and come out, like they don't become normal anymore. like like a girl who stays behind bars in a prison yard for a year and comes, I mean, trust me, that girl needs a psychological checkup, a physical checkup, and she needs to see a therapist, because mentally, psychologically, she has gone through a lot.
Yeah.
She has gone through a lot. And one good thing about girls right now is the will of a girl to want to accommodate pain, to accommodate hurt, is not laudable. That's why easily a girl gets heartbroken and the next thing, man, she's into tears. Like like the girl's chemistry is weak to accommodate torture, because this thing is torture. It is health torture. It is health torture. When you see a girl talk to you about her menstrual cramps and she's crying, a girl looked me in the eye and told me, "Oh God, sir, we are suffering." Like she wanted to say a lot to me, but in some way, the only thing she could say was, "Sir, God, we are suffering." And this thing right now is the world don't even know. The world neglects these things, and we pay too much attention to a lot of abstract things. You see foundations. Oh my God. Oh my God. You see people actually giving into foundations that do what? That produce condoms. You see people giving into foundations that do all manner of abstract things. And something as important as this, the neglect, my dear, to tell you the truth, we get support from just few people. Few people. Everything you know we do comes basically from our pocket. And I swear to you, we reach out to a lot of persons. They neglect us. Do you know how many persons have ended up blacklisting my contacts? When I mean blacklist, I mean when you call them, okay, it rings no more. Why? Because you want them to support something as important as this. They'll feel like, please, no, like this is not something like I should give into. Why? Why? And also, I think the girls also need to stand up, lend out their voice. Let's make this campaign laudable. How can this be achieved? Every girl right now should go on the talk. Let's talk about menstrual hygiene. Let's talk about the menstrual flow. Let's keep talking. Let's keep talking. Let's keep talking. Let's make this a topic on a trend. Let's trend this. That's the only way this can get relevant. And one thing about this world is whatever trends gets attention.
Very true.
If it's not trending, man, trust me, it is not something to look into.
Yeah.
But as soon as it is on the show off, as soon as there's a trending hashtag, like give her to pad, man, wow, what's this? Wow, man, pad. And you see people wanting to look into it. And one very good thing about woman is Whatever we give in our mind, it out to. That is the only time we get open-minded to accommodate ideas, to accommodate truths. The reason why people live with lies of the fact that power is not actually necessary is because they are clothed with lies.
Yeah.
Their hearts, their minds is clothed. They need air. They need to breathe. They need truth to breathe in. And the only way they can is when, do you know we have the subconscious and the conscious mind?
Of course.
It is only when your subconscious mind accepts the fact that yes, this is true. That is when the conscious gets to work.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
That's why it's
Alima,
so difficult, because that subconscious mind
yeah,
is deep
it's
and it
deep.
is hard to change.
It is like the subconscious is where the real hard work
Yeah.
occurs.
Yeah.
Because in the subconscious, you've got to fight your will.
Yeah.
You've got to fight your emotion.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be like, is this thing right? Is this thing?
Right.
And in the subconscious, there is really no validation to prove whether this thing is right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Just yourself and your being
Yeah.
to make you understand now this is right, this is wrong. And
Yeah.
how can we actually get knowledgeable? When we read,
Yeah.
when we see things. Do you know necessarily sometimes we don't need to read, we need to see.
Yeah.
If I see something written on the board boldly, girls need free pads.
Mm-hmm.
Instantly, it goes into my subconscious.
Yeah.
Now, it is when I am willing to accommodate that my conscious gets to work.
That's right.
So I just feel we should keep period poverty on the trend. Let's talk about it. Let's normalize it. Let's not demonize it. Let's normalize. Yes, we actually made a quote, I think last 3 days ago.
Okay.
Let's normalize, because now one of the things we actually do also right now to spread the good news is we create quotes, because one of the things Nicholas Motivates does before time, actually right now though, we just create motivational quotes.
Okay.
Yes, before picking up this campaign. That's why when you go belate our page, deep down our page, you get to see it has just been all about creating quotes, all about motivation, all about trying to create a shift, a mindset shift, trying to do all of that. We coach people and all of that. So one of the ways we want to propagate this campaign is we create quotes.
Mm-hmm.
How can you support to spread this good news? Share quotes like this. These are messages you should share. We have videos.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we have videos. Myself and my team, we put up videos to educate the public on menstrual hygiene and all of that. We actually have a campaign video where two girls actually were part handicapped, and they were kind of telling each other how they use wrappers, how they use this, and the girl was like, man, and right now I need to go for a party, and now I don't even have a wrapper to tear and use. So stuff like this, content like this are things we should spread. Because the truth is, a message will never get comprehended unless somebody is being disposed to it.
That's true.
I had to know what I had to know now about menstrual hygiene because I chose to read. I chose to subscribe to every platform I get. I read PDFs, I go online, I watch YouTubes, all of that. Alima sends me stuff, I read ASAP. So that was been because before now, I knew little or nothing about menstrual hygiene cramps.
Yeah.
But right now, I am not a doctor, and I feel like I am knowledgeable. I feel like there are things I can talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Because why? Because I chose to feed my knowledge with good
Right.
content. So lest I forget, for the support, uh honestly, honestly, we are gonna be lying. We are gonna be lying if we say we don't need support. No, trust me, we are gonna be lying. We are gonna be lying. We need support. We we really need people to support. And one of the things we do is our support scheme or our sponsorship scheme is flexible.
Mm-hmm.
When somebody gets to support, we don't keep you in the dark. We make the world understand we got this from this person, we got this from this person, we got that from this person.
Right.
And it has really not been easy. The only motivation to why we want to keep this going is when we have people who are willing to want to push us, want to support us. Now, in our bio, the GoFundMe link is there in our bio. We have a target of, I think, as about, I think $50,000 thereabouts. The plan is to get minimally three sanitary pad machine, minimally three sanitary pad machine. We want to be able to produce pads where we plant pad banks, where we plant pad banks. Because most of these communities, they don't even have vendors that sell pads. So we want to plant a pad bank where monthly, and also we also need a vehicle. We need a vehicle because one of the hard times we have is mobility. Because the distance from community is way too far. It is driving from a city to another city.
Mm-hmm.
It is way too far. And most times when we are driving, we have a lot of loads to go along with us. But we have like series of cartons of parts to carry. And
Right.
when you go with public transport, we are being charged a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We are being charged. So the plan right now is when we get these things, the vehicle will get the machine. Now we plant these pads in these communities. We are monthly. We send in like 5,000 pieces of pads. We like see, like we want an atmosphere where a girl can just wake up, walk into a pad bank, pick up a pad, pick up two pads, and go home.
Mm-hmm.
We want it to be that too easy
Mm-hmm.
in any community.
Right.
Even in the city, we are going to plant pad banks in schools, in tertiary institutions, in secondary schools, monthly, where a girl can just walk out of school. When she's going home, she goes home with a pad freely.
Right.
A girl shouldn't have to stress herself to get access to sanitary pads. No.
Very
So
true.
that is it. So that is the essence for the GoFundMe. Okay, to reach that target. Then, apart from the GoFundMe, we actually need manual support. For instance, our outreach for the month of October, I think today should be 10th. Our outreach for the month of September, rather. Today should be 10th of October. Sorry, today should be 10th of November.
Mm-hmm.
And we are actually yet to propagate the outreach for October. because we have right now we have as about almost 7,000 benefactors. 7,000 benefactors. And whenever we reach out, people keep wanting to pen their names into our database and all of that. Because what we do is 2 days before we reach out to this community, we have a peer group. We planted clubs already. Give us a part club already in this community. Now we call the club head. Now we are actually coming to your community 2 days time. Now this club head right now reach out to all the benefactors in the community.
Right.
They conveal either in the market square or they conveal somewhere where we come there and we reach out to them and we sensitize them. We ask them questions. We ask them just because we actually learn from talking to these girls.
Right.
Yes, we learn new things from talking to them. We get testimonies from them. We get challenges from them. Okay, because basically also right now, okay, I'm into motivational speaking. Yes, I'm into talking people into want to be better, want to have a better life. I want to do stuffs and all of that. So I kind of also have this psychological trait in me. So we also look into it, and also we have doctors also in the team. So when we go for this outreach, also we go with the doctor. So if it's something medical, she look into it. Yeah, she also look into it. So if it means prescription, we prescribe for like right now. To shock you, do you actually know we have almost about 1,002 girls under our medical watch? Yes, most of them actually get easily wet. They actually get easily wet. Most of them right now, when they get wet, it smells so badly. Most of them inch. Their private parts inches them so much that people laugh at them. Most of them right now, okay. Do you know we have I think 15. Let me show that worry. I'll show us the database. Let me show us the database.
Okay.
This is our database. You can see names and numbers. This is our database. Names and numbers. See, give her the pad. Names and numbers. Okay. Names and numbers. Names and numbers. You see names and numbers. You can see different community. This is Igecheba. This is Ukwaja. You get, so we break them into communities. And then this should be for Ida. So we break them into communities. So you can see database. You can see these are names and numbers. So what we do right now is now we break these girls into the needful. Now, because most of them don't just need pads. Most of them need medical prescription. Now, I think for this month right now, if we are going to some committee right now, we need to go with drugs. We need to get antibiotics for so many girls. We have right now, we have roughly 1,002 girls in that cycle.
Wow.
Yes, that need antibiotics. Why? Because why? Like over time, they have mismanaged their vagina. They have so mismanaged it. And one very good thing girls should know is the reason why a guy is attracted to you today, and maybe after getting intimate with you, he starts picking your call, man. Maybe he actually regretted what he did. Yes. See, trust me. The reason why it is strange to you right now is because you feel it's like it doesn't exist, right? It
No,
does.
to be honest with you, I did not realize I guess I did not realize the privilege that we have, to be honest with you, of, having the ability to have a pad
Yeah,
every month. You know what I mean? Like I did not realize the seriousness of, like, we know that the conversation is a taboo topic, like I said before, but this is really something that we need to definitely talk about it more. We need to normalize the conversation, just
yeah.
like you're saying. And globally, we've got to try to see what we can do to assist you with making this a possibility for girls to be able to, you know,
Gain
have a
access to.
pad. Yeah, like this is it's just it's really it's shocking. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
shocking because I to be honest with you, I researched your cause. I went on your website, I checked everything out, but I did not realize the severity of the need. And this is really serious, This is something that we definitely have to support because you're doing an awesome thing.
thank
But
you.
also, this is a real thing. This is like a
Yeah,
real need, and it's a natural thing that
need.
happens
Yeah,
on a monthly basis. There are young girls all the way up to older women who are
yeah,
in need of, taking care of themselves properly.
yeah,
So big, big need, big
yeah,
conversation topic that that definitely we got to start talking about. We
yeah.
got to start talking about this.
And just in case anyone is in Canada
Hmm.
and you want to actually send in support and you feel it's kind of going to be ethic for you.
Hmm.
Uh, Alima,
Hmm.
Yeah, Alima can be reached out to.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, yes. I think Alima has a platform where she sends in support for 2 minutes. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's magical.
yeah, yeah.
Trust me, Alima.
Halima is great. I mean, if it wasn't for Halima, she is the one who told me to reach out to you or let me know all about your cause and told me, that you're doing great things. So I definitely was like, for sure, we got to get on the ball here and see what's going on with Nicholas and how we can get the message out there and how we can help. So Halima is always doing great things. To tell you the
Yeah.
truth, I have never met Halima in person.
Are you
I
serious?
only never met her in person, but I speak to her all the time. She is definitely, she's a go-getter, man, and she's
Man, trust me.
always out to help. She's out to
Exactly.
help. She's a godsend for sure.
Exactly,
100%.
man. Yes, man. I
Yeah.
like that. I like
Yeah.
that. She's a god. Yeah, she's a godsend. I like that. And the one very is she actually on live right now?
I don't know, Halima, if you're in the building, say something, say what's going on. I know she was here a little bit earlier, so I'm not sure if she's still hanging out here with us, but
Okay.
yeah, maybe not, but it's all good.
Now, the thing is, she really actually don't actually get to know what most of Alima is one of the few persons who have really given us a reason why we shouldn't give up on this.
Yeah, yeah. And
She,
honestly, you shouldn't give up because what you are doing, from what you've just explained, you guys are making monumental movements out there in Nigeria. This is something that, like, I cannot believe what's happening out there. You know what I mean? And you
yeah,
are, as a male, as a man, you're doing huge, huge, huge things. So you
thank
can't
you.
stop because there is a communities on communities on communities who are probably depending on you. And
Yeah,
a lot of times it's hard to make a change. They say it takes a long time. And we just talked about subconscious and conscious mind, right?
Yeah,
So it takes a long time for these older individuals to accept what's happening and
yeah,
this change that's coming about. But this is all for the benefit of the young females coming up. They need to understand how to take care of themselves properly,
yeah,
and it's important. This is an important movement. So you
yeah,
definitely got to keep going.
yeah. Like, and the goal right now doesn't just stop in Nigeria.
Right.
Yeah, the goal doesn't just stop in Nigeria. Like, I was actually I was talking to you, I think, some days back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some days back, and I have always envisioned. I have always envisioned to be out there. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I have always envisioned to be out there, and and one of the persons we basically reach out to is UNICEF.
Okay.
UNICEF, World Health Organization, UNESCO, and United Nations.
Okay.
Because if we can get these persons to normalize this, it's going to
Right.
be a global go-getter.
Right.
Because apart from Nigeria, I can beat my hand to my chest and tell you right now, Ellie, that there are series of African countries who are under menstrual torture.
Right.
There are series of white countries also who are under menstrual torture.
Yeah.
In fact, the world globally is under menstrual torture.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. 100%.
So,
100%.
so this campaign is not just limited.
Right.
It's not limited. So that is why stuff like we are open to stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
Whosoever have a platform, like I tell people, I tell people, if you have a platform, you have a large audience,
Mm-hmm.
use it for something productive.
Right.
Use it for something impactful.
Mm-hmm.
If you really know you can go on a live and you're actually proud to the fact that you can get 1,000 persons to actually listen to the message, do you know what you're doing? Oh, God damn it. Do you know what you're doing? You are actually passing across like a contentious message to 1,000 persons who are or who is going to end up networking this message to another more 1,000 persons,
Right.
and this person also network also to another 1,000 persons.
Yeah.
That's just the real way meant to make this world a better place. So
Definitely.
it's not just a Nigeria thing. So
Mm-hmm.
please, so whosoever have a platform, come on, we are open. Just get to the DM and for the support. Like, just like get to the DM. We are open. Our mail is on the DM. Our mail is there. Our phone number is there. Go to the DM 247. We're gonna reply you. Okay. This account is not my personal account. I have a personal account now. To shock you, Ellen, right now, like have you actually checked up my personal account?
No, I haven't.
Now, now, let me show you right now. Do you actually know I model?
Oh, really?
I bet you.
Okay.
Yeah, I, 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 I do fashion and commercial modeling.
Okay.
But over time, this campaign has clouded a lot. I do. Like basically, I am this fashion minded person. Basically,
Okay.
yes. Like that is why when you go through my personal account, you'll be like, wow. Like, trust me, you're gonna be like, wow. Like yeah, like I bet you on that though right now. But and like the thing is, this company has actually ripped off a lot of time for me.
For sure. Yeah.
A lot of time, because what I do every now and then is plan.
Hmm.
How to reach out, like planning, how to strategize, how to reach out to potential sponsors, how to get support. Because right now our numbers are everywhere.
Right.
My my phone rings like God. I won't lie to you. Most times I just get angry because now I have got my personal life to do it. Now I have got bills to pay. You get it? Like I have got bills to pay. I've got my personal life actually to live, and I just feel this is a call for patriotism.
Yeah.
I just feel it is a call for humanity. I just feel if we dump this, will anyone pick this up with this same passion?
Yeah.
Because trust me, if it's not passion, you can't do this.
Definitely. You speak very passionate. So I know that you are passionate about the movement. And that's all it takes is your passion. And you seem to have great faith as well. So with your passion and your faith, putting God first, you know the rules, you place your plans in front of God, and usually you just leave it in his hands and he will allow it to work for you. And
Yeah,
not everything is going to happen overnight. You know what I mean? Things do take
yeah,
time, and anything good takes a bit of time. It takes a lot of work. So you put
yeah,
in your work, you let the time go on, you have your patience, and eventually you have to see fruition. It has to come. It has to come,
yeah.
you
So
know?
yeah. So please to persons right now who are actually live and who want to reach out to us, we are gonna be grateful. We are gonna be grateful. All you need to do is just go there to the DM, ask whatever you want to ask, and we are open. We are open. If you can reach out to us, you can reach out to Alima, or even whosoever reaches out to you, fine. Yeah. So yeah, because I know right now, you're like family right now to us. Yeah, you like your family right now to us. So whosoever person want to reach out to you, fine, fine, fine,
Wow.
fine. Yeah,
I mean, I definitely tomorrow, I usually put out a post about the show. So what I'll do is I'll make sure that I put all of your information on there. I'll put Halima's information as well. So if
yeah,
anybody wants to reach out to her, they can.
yeah, yeah.
And then I will send me the link for the GoFundMe, and I will
Okay,
put that link in the write-up as well, so that
okay.
it's easy for people to just copy, paste, whatever, go and support
Yeah,
you and reach out to you, Nicholas, because you guys are doing great things.
yeah.
As I
Thank you.
mentioned, it's a great movement, and you're bound to see the vision that you want to see. You want to have that machine to be able to make those pads. It's going to happen. Just keep
Amen.
working towards it. It
Amen.
definitely has to come. It has to
Amen.
come.
Amen.
Yeah, awesome.
Amen.
Thank you
Man,
so
man,
much. I want
man.
to
Trust
thank
me.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. Trust me. We don't take this for granted.
for sure.
Yeah, yeah. This is uh using your platform for something as good as this. Uh, may the good Lord bless you.
Thank you.
Uh,
I
may
appreciate
the
that.
may the Almighty the same way you sending out help to the helpless. May the good Lord also send you help in times of your storms. Yeah, may you cry out and people are willing to want to listen to your cry. Because what we just need is good-hearted individuals like you. And there is something haven't realized, and I need to tell you right now. Uh, you're a very, very magnificent person.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Like you, like, like you are open-minded. In fact, you are kind-hearted
I appreciate that.
because
Thank you.
because whatever you do, I am not paying you. I don't pay you a penny. I don't pay you nothing, but you go out of your way to promptly reply my chats. I don't think I don't think there have been a time when I will have to wait a bit long for a reply from you. If even when you don't reply my chat, you so apologize like you owe me something, like you owe me an explanation.
Well, you know what? You know what they say, right? You just do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So, whatever I give out, not even that I expect it in return, is just that that's how I would like to be treated. So I treat others the way I would love to be treated. That's how we have to treat people, right? So at the end of the day, if I get the message, I might as well reply to you. If I see the message, I'm gonna respond, right? So it's nothing, it's all good. But this is what I like to do. Honestly, there are so many people that are doing such great things, and I just love to hear about the stories. I love to hear about their journey on how
Yeah,
they got started and how, I think there's so many interesting stories out there. I love to listen to everybody's interesting journey in life. It's you learn a lot by listening to where people are coming from, what they're doing, and then you
yeah,
learn about like great movements like this. This is
yeah.
a great movement. So yeah, I appreciate that though, Nicholas. Thank you very much.
Thank
And
you.
everybody needs to know that you are going to be on the summit as well. You're going
Okay.
to be on November 21st. We're excited to have you share on that platform as well about your movement, about what you're doing, and talk to the masses there as well about, how you got started and really the story behind Nicholas Motivates, how you started motivating and then how you got into this whole movement with the um, Give a Pad and Save a Girl
Your
Child,
chat. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I know it's really late in Nigeria now. It's probably like what, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock.
No, it's 4 a.m. already. So like after this call, after this right now, I don't think I'll need to sleep no more.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
yes.
Wow.
I just think I'll need to just get something that can just keep me up, and maybe, yeah, maybe I just sleep later in the day.
Oh boy. Well,
Yeah,
I want to thank you. I'm not going to take up too much more of your time. You could try to get some sleep. It's 4, but maybe you can get in 1 or 2 hours or something. I don't know. But thank you, Nicholas. I really appreciate you. Just look out for that post tomorrow. I'm going to make sure I put everything in there and share your story because this is definitely a great, great movement that you're doing out there in Nigeria. And we can't wait to see it go global because
man,
eventually we know it will.
man.
Okay.
A quick one
Yeah.
before you go. Mama, my mom will always tell me like
Yeah.
the reason why the reason why a girl should always do whatever she do is because there is always somebody to celebrate and appreciate her for what she do.
True.
You look natural. I like your look, your haircut. You look natural.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that.
And I mean, trust me, it really really makes you. It actually adds color and melody to your personality.
Thanks. I just cut
Yeah,
my hair, so I appreciate that. Thank you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You look good on it.
Oh, thanks. Thank
Yeah, you're
you.
welcome. You're welcome.
All right. Okay, Nicholas, I'm gonna let you go, but I look forward to seeing you on the summit on November
Yeah,
21st.
Yeah.
And, we will definitely keep in touch. We'll be in touch until that
Yeah,
time,
sure.
okay?
Yeah, sure, sure.
All right.
All right.
Okay, Nicholas, thanks again. You take care and good luck with everything, okay?
Yeah, you too. Yeah, you too.
All
Bye.
right. Thank you. Bye. Wow, guys. I just realized that it's 10 o'clock and we started at 8 and Instagram didn't cut us off. So Instagram has upgraded and I didn't even know. Like, you know what I mean? But Nicholas just came through and educated us. Like this was definitely something I was not aware of, did not realize what's going on. Sometimes we don't realize the privilege that we have. You know what I mean? We really don't realize the privileges that we have living here in Canada, in Ontario, where we're able to walk into almost any store and get a pad. We can walk into the gas station and pick up some pads if we really want to. You know what I mean? So, um, this is definitely something that we need to promote so that we can support what's going on in other places in the world. That conversation around the monthly flow is something that we know even as in Toronto here, in school, growing up in school, it was always like something that you didn't talk about. I'm not sure how taboo it is in schools these days, but maybe it's less taboo, but the conversation in general is a taboo conversation, right? It's not really something that's spoken about. And could you imagine that these young women and older women are mismanaging themselves for years upon years? It's really, really, it's really a devastating thought to think about. So we've got to definitely want to spread the word on this one and help support any way that we can. And support is not always monetary, so you don't always necessarily need to support financially, but just even talking about it, spreading the word, um, liking the posts, sharing the posts. You want to make sure that we get the word out there for Nicholas because he's definitely pushing. We see how dedicated he is to the cause, and we want to support him any way that we possibly can. All right, guys. So the end to period poverty, we want to definitely see the end to period poverty globally because there's a global need for it. All right. Right here in Toronto, I remember interviewing a lady a couple of months ago, maybe not so much a couple of months ago, but back in probably early 2020 or maybe even late 2019 about ending period poverty right here in Toronto, about the taboo topic about periods right here in Toronto. The people are suffering, people that live on the streets, just in general, girls in schools and everything that don't have access. So it's really, really a conversation that we definitely can start to normalize in our communities. And then, of course, just in general. Okay. So I want to thank you guys for hopping on today. It was a great, great episode. Very super informative, right? So we're glad to have had Nicholas. And I just want to thank Nicholas again because it was 1 a.m. 8 p.m. our time in Nigeria. So it's like 4 a.m. there right now. And he stayed up to talk to us about this movement. And so that means a lot to me. And I know it was super informative. So it means a lot to you guys as well for sticking in there with me. All right. So on Friday, we're having a sneak peek, 7:30 p.m. We're going to try to do an Instagram live. I'm not sure how that's going to work out, but if you click the link in my bio, you will definitely be able to register for the sneak peek of the summit. We're going to just talk about some giveaways, what to expect November 21st, and then, of course, we're going to do some advertising as well there. So, yes, yes, yes. We cannot wait for the sneak peek on Friday. So make sure that if you do have the opportunity, you hop on at 7:30. It'll just be about a half an hour, 20 minutes to a half an hour, and we're just going to go in and talk all about, all the goodies that we have for you guys on November 21st. Okay. So again, I just want to thank you, Halima. Thank you so much for the link. Halima's always linking people up. You guys got to head over to AfroBiz. Okay, AfroBiz is like leading out there in Black Business Directory. So if you own a Black business, if you are interested in promoting yourself, you got to get over to that AfroBiz world. add yourself to the directory and then talk to them, reach out to them because they will help you set up a website. They will help you. They're doing an affiliate program or Afro affiliate program. I don't know what they call it. They're doing so much. So much, so much, so much to help. And Halima is a part of that great team. And you guys know she's been on here before. She knows the things. Okay, so you got to reach out to her out there and reach out to the Afrobiz team, and they will definitely hook you up. Okay, guys? So, yes, you definitely heard your name. Thank you very much, Halima. Halima is definitely always coming through with linking people up. So make sure you guys get over to Afrobiz World, okay? Halima will hook you up. Just add yourself to the directory and she will make sure she takes care of you. Okay? They take care of y'all over there. All right. So I want to thank you guys again for hopping on. Thank you for all of this support. Make sure you support Nicholas Motivates. Okay, head over to his page, check out what he's doing. It's a major, major movement right now in Nigeria, and he's doing big, big, big things. So you want to support him. Okay, guys. All right. I'll see you on Friday, 7:30. Make sure link in the bio. All right. Good night.